Chapter 5 Detoxify. He who covers his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes them will have mercy. Proverbs 28 verse 13. The Bible often decries the sins of man, citing them as a treasonous affront to the living God. Sin, which is the violation or transgression of the law of God, 1 John 3 verse 4, is a snub in that it stems from a rebellion, a kicking against the goads, Acts 26 verse 14, towards God and his loving desire for man. When man forsakes his image-bearing calling, he trades in his liberty under God's law word, and he is, in effect, in hot pursuit of his own self-induced humanist slavery. He prefers his own way, and everyone else, including God, can take a proverbial hike. Proverbs 3 verses 5 through 8. Here in Proverbs 28 verse 13, we learn that those who cover their sins instead of confessing their sins will not prosper. They won't get ahead. Those who confess and forsake their sins, who develop a daily pattern of repentance, what we call mortifying or killing their sin-stained flesh, will have mercy. We also know from 1 John 1 verse 9 that, quote, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and cleanse us from all unrighteousness, end quote. If the correlation between Jesus Christ being the bread of life and our need to feast on him and his word is akin to acquiring proper nutrition through healthy foods, supplementation, and healthy hydration, then there is another correlation between detoxing the body from harmful toxins and repentance of sin. In order to be spiritually healthy, the Christian must mortify his flesh. He must be on a quest to put sin on the cross and back in the tomb where it stays dead forever. The same goes for our physical lives as well. We must pursue health, and part of pursuing health is ridding ourselves of unhealthy patterns and foreign invaders. Toxins, heavy metals, chemicals, all of it creates havoc in the body and must be eradicated. That said, the key to building healthy cells is both healthy detoxification and developing a healthy immune and lymphatic system. Cell building essential number 3. Healthy detoxification. Your body is intricately designed. It has a self-cleaning feature. If only our houses or cars had such a thing. The self-cleaning feature is your body's detoxification system, and your liver is the engine that drives the whole thing. Keep in mind what we said in Chapter 3. From the holistic perspective, your body is uniquely designed to heal itself with several systems in place to remedy the problem. Whenever there is a stressor, the body responds accordingly. Fevers, mucus, rashes, etc. are all the ways in which the body responds to foreign invasion. The fever, for example, is the symptom that tells you something has gone wrong. Allopathic medicine treats symptoms and never gets around to dealing with the cause. MDs, RNs, and the allopathic entourage will adopt a scorched earth paradigm to do anything to suppress the fever, but they have no answer for how to get healthy or deal with what caused the fever in the first place. In this worldview, definitions are found wanting, and so are the solutions. The way to rebuild a home after the tornado strike is to clear the debris from the land. The debris in your body are the toxins, bacteria, and heavy metals that overburden the liver, which increases stress on the rest of the body. A sick, under-nutrified liver is a sick immune system, and a sick immune system is a cancer-ready environment. The key, as we outlined in the last chapter, is to keep the garbage out of your body through proper hydration and proper nutrition. These are the tools to help your detoxification system working efficiently. You can detox all you want, but if the body doesn't have the proper nutrients, the liver, for example, can't break down the toxins because it doesn't have the necessary nutrients, which is why we nutrify first. Once this is in place, the sewage system of your body needs to be clear so as to remove toxins and promote overall health. Your body is always in detox mode. Sweating, urinating, defecating, and breathing are all ways your body regularly detoxifies, but those systems can get clogged up and create a bottleneck in the affected system. Smoking, for example, creates a tremendous bottleneck. Food can also contribute to the clogging. Preservatives, artificial flavorings and additives, artificial colorings, sweeteners, trans fats, and foods soaked in pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides all place tremendous stress on the body. Mercury fillings are also hugely problematic. If you take the trash out, that is, keep the stuff out of your body, you're well on your way to healing your gut, healing the liver, and healing the rest of your body. The following suggestions are tools to help clear the debris. Intermittent and extended fasting. Fasting is the least expensive protocol because you don't have to purchase a thing. It is also one of the most natural ways of promoting detoxification in the body. The key, however, is to drink a sufficient amount of filtered water while you refrain from eating. Fasting restricts calorie intake, which is linked to longevity. It also contributes to lower rates of all inflammation-related diseases. It is a natural beta blocker, a natural calcium channel blocker, a natural blood thinner, and statin drug. Fasting promotes the healing of the skin as well as blood vessels. It has also been shown to stimulate collagen production. In short, fasting is a natural way to reset pretty much all of your biological systems. Dr. David Jockers lists the top 12 benefits of intermittent and extended fasting. 1. Fat burning. This helps you lose weight. Fasting helps your body to be more metabolically flexible and energy efficient, which in turn allows you to burn fat for energy rather than store it. 2. Energy. Everyone needs energy, and just about everyone wishes they had more of it. Fasting helps with mitochondrial biogenesis. If you are tired a lot and rely on energy drinks, coffee, and other processed stimulants to get you through the day, it's a sure sign that your mitochondria organelles are not performing well. 3. Reducing inflammation. Inflammation is linked to every single degenerative disease out there: heart disease, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and autoimmune conditions. Fasting is a nutritional strategy to significantly reduce inflammation in the body. 4. Stress off the digestive system. Fasting heals the gut. The more foods that go in, the more stress on the digestive system, the more the gut lining breaks down. Leaky gut syndrome is the result of toxicity and inflammation. Fasting puts the body into repair mode, which weeds out the microbiome of the gut, which fosters healing and stem cell regeneration. 5. Autophagy. This is where the body breaks down the different parts of the cells that are damaged in order to create new, fully functioning parts. This process of cellular regeneration can be inhibited by nutritional deficiency and toxicity. 6. Genetic repair. During fasting, genes are stimulated in order to repair older cells, which is far more energy conserving than producing new cells. Too much cellular reproduction can get out of hand quickly, which is what happens during the cancer process. 7. Stem cells. These are baby cells which are resilient to stress. Fasting naturally stimulates stem cells, which are needed for repairing and regenerating the body. 8. Insulin sensitivity. When you fast, you improve your hormone sensitivity. Insulin is a fat storage hormone, which also promotes inflammation. When your body produces insulin every time you eat, you're going to promote inflammation and store more fat. The better your sensitivity, the less insulin you need. The less insulin you need, the less inflammation you'll have. When all of this is corrected, the less fat you'll store. 9. reduce chronic disease. Cellular health reduces diseases, period. Fasting is one tool in the toolbox to promote cellular health and reproduction. 10. Relationship with food. Fasting helps you appreciate the food you are consuming. Instead of living to eat, you can eat to live. Rather than giving into cravings and addictions to snacks and sugary drinks, fasting helps curb those unhealthy cravings. 11. Enhanced mental health. Healthy guts mean healthy brains. Healthy brains stave off depression. Fasting creates more ketones that reduce inflammation in the brain. Less inflammation means less brain fog, less addiction, and better mood and attitude. 12. Spiritual growth. Fasting helps us listen to the Holy Spirit. The reason Jesus fasted, and the reason he instructed his followers to fast, is because it helps us to keep our focus on God. Biologically speaking, it clears your body. Spiritually speaking, it clears your soul. Liver detox. As I stated earlier, liver is the engine which drives the detox train. When the liver has proper nutrition, its detoxifying functions are astoundingly productive. This second largest organ has everything for your health. Dr. Josh Axe recommends the following 6 things in order to detox the liver. 1. Remove toxic foods from your diet. Stop eating junk. No more processed foods. No more vaccines. No more artificial foods. No more. Eat real fruit, real vegetables, sprouted grains, and organic grass-fed beef, if you prefer meat. 2. Drink raw vegetable juice. If eating vegetables is good, juicing them is better. Juicing vegetables has the benefit of easier digestion, which is what you want when trying to detox the liver. Your body will absorb the nutrients much better in this form. Something we juice rather often is carrots, kale, apples, oranges, turmeric, ginger, garlic, beets, parsley, and cabbage. An uptake in juiced veggies reduces acidity in the body, which helps cellular voltage and pH balance. One more added benefit is the high fiber content, which assists the body's digestion process. 3. Load up on potassium-rich foods. It is recommended that we get 4,700 milligrams of potassium per day. Dr. Axe comments, quote, potassium-rich foods help to lower systolic blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and support a healthy cardiovascular system, in addition to helping cleanse your liver, end quote. What food should you eat? Sweet potatoes, tomato sauces, beet greens, spinach, beans, blackstrap molasses, and bananas. 4. Coffee enemas. Quote, coffee enemas help with constipation, reduce fatigue, and aid in liver detoxification. An enema targets the lower portion of your large intestine and can be done at home. During the enema, organic coffee is retained in your bowel, allowing the fluid to enter the liver through the intestinal wall. This has a stimulating effect that increases bile flow, helping to jumpstart both your gallbladder and your liver. This sparks the production of the chemical glutathione, a strong cleaning compound that helps you release the buildup of toxins in your system, end quote. You can go to Dr. Axe's website to learn how to do one. 5. Milk thistle, dandelion, and turmeric supplements. Milk thistle is largely considered to be the king of all detoxifying herbs, which is helpful for liver cleanse. Dandelion root is packed with vitamins and minerals and has a natural diuretic effect, which translates to the liver eliminating toxins very quickly. Dandelion also helps strengthen the immune system. Turmeric is something my family and I consume quite a bit. Turmeric helps reduce joint pain by reducing inflammation. Dr. Axe notes that it is an effective antidepressant, aids in digestion, restores blood sugar balance, and supports healthy liver tissue and liver metabolism. 6. Eat beef liver or take liver tablets. Quote, liver from young, healthy, grass-fed cattle or chicken. Liver is rich with vitamins A and B, folic acid, choline, iron, copper, zinc, chromium, and CoQ10. Liver is one of the most nutrient-dense foods we can eat, end quote. If you don't prefer to eat animal liver, liver pills are an option. However, Dr. Axe suggests, quote, seek a supplement that guarantees no hormones, pesticides, or antibodies are used in the feeding and care of the cattle, end quote. Gallbladder cleanse. Why do we have a bladder? Dr. Josh Axe explains. The gallbladder is a small organ in the shape of a sac that has the primary role of storing bile that's made in the liver. As part of the digestive system, the gallbladder helps communicate back and forth to other organs in order to perform functions, such as enzyme production and storage, chemical reactions that break down foods into nutrients, and elimination of waste. The gallbladder sits just under the liver, and the two organs have a close working relationship. The primary need for the gallbladder, storing and recycling excess bile, is so bile can be reused for the digestion of future meals. Bile helps enzymes in the body break down fats into fatty acids. Once bile is made in the liver, it travels to the gallbladder through a channel called the cystic duct. The gallbladder stores bile between meals so that when we eat, bile can be squeezed through the bile duct as needed and used to break down food before it makes its way to the intestines. If the gallbladder becomes inflamed, surgery to remove the organ is sometimes a last resort option to prevent rupturing. Following removal, the gallbladder is not actually needed for survival or digestion because the bile can be made to flow from the liver right into the small intestines. Therefore, the gallbladder is said to be a non-essential organ. Having a gallbladder problem can be painful. A dysfunctional, unhealthy gallbladder can result in pain in the abdomen and back, shooting pains in the stomach and midsection of the body, nausea, loss of appetite, vomiting, trouble breathing, and fever. Cholecystitis, which is caused from gallstones, stems from inflammation and overload due to toxicity. Dr. Axe recommends 1. Sticking to an anti-inflammatory gallbladder diet, plant foods and supplements, no processed food. 2. Exercise, 20, 30, or 60 minutes per day. 3. Balance hormones naturally, diet and exercise. 4. Check medications. If you're on medication, speak with your doctor about getting off any hormone or cholesterol meds. 5. Consider supplements, same as liver detox protocols. Kidney cleanse. With all the talk about liver cleanses, the kidney cleanse is oftentimes ignored. Kidneys filter about 50 gallons of blood per day, and about 1/2 to 2 quarts of fluid and waste are taken out of the blood and pass through the body in our urine. There are 3 kidney cleanse herbs that Dr. Axe recommends. 1. Stinging nettle, high in vitamin, can get it in tea form. 2. Burdock root, another tea. And 3. Rehmannia, supplement form. Foods to implement. 1. High antioxidant fruit, cranberries, black cherries, and blueberries. 2. Beets. 3. Seaweed, adding spirulina or chlorella to a juice or smoothie. 4. Lemon juice. 5. Spinach. Protocols can be found on Dr. Axe's website. Other detoxing essentials. 1. Wild oregano. Wild oregano oil is a powerful natural cleanser. Make sure it's wild, not the kind you put on pizza, and it has at least 75% carvacrol, which is the active antimicrobial agent in the spice. Because this spice is hot, make sure to buy it with a carrier oil like extra virgin olive oil or grapeseed oil. You can use this kind of oil topically or sublingually under the tongue. 2. Nation iodine. Nation iodine is also a great detoxifier and nutrient. 3. Apple cider vinegar. Vinegar has been used as a health remedy since the days of Hippocrates. The ancient Greek doctor treated wounds with it. Quote, the extensive list of apple cider vinegar benefits has been well known for centuries. It's been shown to keep blood sugar in check, amp up weight loss, and even improve the appearance of acne and scarring. Plus, apple cider vinegar consumption works great for the keto diet. Apple cider vinegar, ACV, is made from apple cider that has undergone fermentation to form health-promoting probiotics and enzymes, giving it significantly less sugar and fewer calories than apple cider or apple juice. In fact, it only takes 1 to 2 tablespoons of ACV to take advantage of the health benefits of apple cider vinegar, and each tablespoon clocks in at just 3 to 5 calories and contains minimal sugar." End quote. 4. Bentonite clay. You may never have heard of bentonite clay before. Individuals in various cultures refer to it as, quote, "healing clay," end quote, that cleanses the body. Bentonite clay is a product composed of ash taken from volcanoes. It is used for facial clay masks, ointments and pastes, and even hair treatments. 5. Colloidal silver or silver hydrosol. Silver is a trace mineral that is acquired through food and water, cow's milk, and even breast milk. Of all the plants, mushrooms contain the highest amounts of silver. Silver is a non-toxic and has many benefits to health. It acts as an antimicrobial substance, not as an antibiotic, and retards fungal and bacterial growth. Silver boosts overall immune health by binding to viruses, taking the protein and rendering it useless. When taken and working properly, silver can take back the DNA and RNA that the virus took from healthy cells. Silver can also be used to deal with candida. Advanced TRS, Toxic Removal System. TRS is something my family and I have been using for quite a while, and we've noticed tremendous benefits from using it. Quote, "Advanced TRS facilitates detoxification at the cellular level to attract, trap, and remove heavy metals, toxins, and other contaminants through the body's natural process. Zeolite, clinopatillolite zeolite, the active ingredient in advanced TRS, facilitates your body's ability to extract harmful toxins. As zeolite is inert in your body does not recognize it as anything out of the ordinary. However, heavy metals, radioactive elements, and other toxins are extremely attracted to the cages-like structure of the zeolite molecules. In addition, zeolite will exchange its healthy and negatively charged minerals for any positively charged toxins in your body. Because zeolite uses nanotechnology and is encapsulated in water clusters, it will go anywhere in your body that water can. Known to detox aluminum, lead, mercury, cadmium, copper, arsenic, nickel, chromium, sulfur, and tin, TRS is a must-have if you want to rid your body of the major problem of having metal toxicity. There are many different Facebook groups which serve as great resources for learning about TRS and also hearing testimonials. You can purchase it from my website. Action step. Purchase the TRS from the link in the footnotes and start taking 3 to 4 sprays a day. You can work yourself up to 5 sprays a day depending on your body's response. TRS is an amazing natural way to rid the body of metals, and from my own personal testimony, I can tell you that it works. Cell building essential number 4. Healthy immune and lymphatic system. Detoxification involves far more than eating the right foods. It involves certain activities which stimulate the body's immune and lymphatic system. Recall the problem of the tornado destroying a house. How does one rebuild? One thing it definitely needs is a working sewer system. A strong immune and lymphatic system is the sewage system that keeps the pipes, as it were, from getting gummed up. Let's consider a few things as it pertains to these systems. The immune system. The immune system, the body's natural operating system, is really 2 immune systems. They are the cell-mediated and the humoral. The cell-mediated system consists of many different kinds of immune cells and a multifunctional message system. Think white blood cells. If we use military terms to describe it, we could say that it is the air, land, and sea attack, controlled by different communication systems with the goal of seeking and destroying the, quote, bad, end quote, stuff, viruses, bacteria, fungus, toxins, etc. When, for example, an unvaccinated child gets chickenpox, the cells are told to go to war, and that's what they do. It's their job. The end point is white blood cells which either eat the infected cells or disarm the cells with biological mechanisms. But either way, they push them out of the body, which results in rashes or mucus. Chickenpox and measles, for example, are fought off rather easily by this God-created system. As history has shown, when the frontline cellular armies do their job, they produce symptoms like a fever, which isn't, quote, sickness, end quote, but rather evidence that the body is ridding itself of something that shouldn't be there. In other words, God has created our bodies, down to every last cell, to fight. Our bodies were created good, fully capable of detoxing foreign invasions. And although we are broken because of sin, we need to recognize that we're in the process of restoration. We must not hinder that process through disobedience and unhealthy patterns, nor should we cavalierly attempt to artificially supercharge such systems with little to no regard for the litany of unintended consequences and side effects, which is what vaccines entail. The humoral system is the part of the immune system that comes along after the fight is over, where the cell-mediated immune system hands over part of the antigen so that a record of the infection, fight, is backed up in the body's memory. Lymph nodes, in the form of IgG antibodies. If the same antigen should come around in a few years, poking around to see if anyone is at home, the body says, "I remember you. You must now leave." These antibodies attach to the remembered antigens and either kill the virus or toxin or mark them so that other cells can come along and finish the job. God knew what he was doing. Go figure. Enter vaccines. Instead of trusting the immune system process, most vaccines, because they are killed microbes mixed with aluminum, primarily involve the humoral immune system. By design, vaccines trigger the rear-end action of the immune system, the humoral, and quiet down the front-line, cell-mediated system. The vaccine turns the core blueprints and functionality for the immune system upside down. Instead of allowing a child to get chickenpox and fight it the way his body is intended to fight, we inject him with the virus along with other toxins and culture medium antigens in order to stimulate the humoral antibodies response. In order to accomplish triggering the humoral system without the use of the frontline, cell-mediated immune system, adjuvants have to be added to the vaccine. These ostensible, quote, helpers, end quote, are irritants that force the humoral system to produce antibodies which are supposed to keep out the sickness in question. Vaccines are simply a backdoor trick play on your immune system. The basic scientific problem with vaccines, then, is the stimulation of antibodies in the humoral immune system and the suppression of frontline cells in the cell-mediated system. There are two different, though similar, problems with vaccines. One is dysregulation of the immune system because the vaccine is now causing imbalance and mayhem in the system, which may result in a slew of reactions including allergies, autoimmune disorders, chronic illnesses, cognitive disorders, swelling of the brain, seizures, permanent brain injury, and death. A second problem with vaccines is molecular mimicry, where the immune system picks up from the antigen a small genetic sequence, which is identical to normal human tissue. This can cause the antibodies to not only attack the antigens in the vaccine, but also to begin to track cells in the body which look like the vaccine antigen. Like an angry drunk, the antibodies attack the nervous system, organs, and other vital tissues, wrecking the place without any intention of paying for the damages. In other words, never ever get a vaccine. If you've had a vaccine, get the TRS I mentioned a few pages back and begin to detoxify your body from this garbage. Regarding the boosting of the immune system, It's really more of giving your immune system the proper tools to obtain homeostasis. The 7 CBEs give the immune system a fighting chance. Colds and flu, for example, are not something you catch, but something you earn, as Dr. John Bergman likes to say. When the body experiences stress via toxic foods, air, low sunlight, stressful life circumstances, synthetic drugs, medications, less activity, vaccinations, nutrient deficiencies, and so on, your immune system is weakened. You didn't give it a fighting chance on account of your inactivity, stress, and having eaten Taco Bell for the 5th time this week. Pathogens are already in your body, so when the immune system is weak, things go sideways. When the pathogens gain a foothold in your body's poor terrain environment, the body's response follow naturally. Increased mucus to wall off the invader, the release of histamines, fever, bronchus may inflame, cough and sneezing arise to eliminate mucus, diarrhea helps to eject the pathogen, and so on. So, without further ado, how do we strengthen the immune system? What should we avoid? Dr. Eric Berg suggests several things, starting first with what to avoid. 1. Low nutrient foods. 2. Don't adopt a wrong diet, which avoids vitamins, trace minerals, amino acids, and fatty acids. Low-fat diets, for example, weaken your cells which contain 2 layers of fat walls. 3. Reduce stress in your life. 4. Low sleep damages the immune system. 5. Unhealthy glucose levels. How to strengthen the immune system. 1. Vitamin C, from food or food concentrates, not synthetic, for example, sauerkraut, bell peppers, berries, green leafy vegetables, etc. Vitamin C stimulates the production of white blood cells. It also is stored in your adrenal glands, which in turn produces adrenal hormones. 2. Vitamin D is an immune modulator and hormone factor, which means there are receptors in your white blood cells which controls the immune system. Vitamin D supports T cells, which is the boot camp for white blood cells. It protects against pathogens, aggressively killing unwanted microbes. This can be difficult to get from foods, so get plenty of sunshine. 3. Vitamin A provides the structural integrity of mucosal cells in the sinus and respiratory centers, which aid the immune system. Cod liver oil, butter, egg yolks, etc. are helpful because vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin. 4. Zinc. It's the most important mineral for the immune system. It helps build T cells and protects against viruses. 5. Garlic is number 1 in potency for killing off viruses, bacteria, yeast, fungus, and mold. 6. Colloidal silver, which is basically silver particles in water, starves off the oxygen supply to microbes, can be used as a nasal rinse, and it is a potent antiviral. 7. Olive leaf is also an antiviral that strengthens the immune system. There is one more key component to building a healthy and effective immune system, and that is beta-glucan. Beta-glucan, which is the best known naturally made autoimmune regulator, activates the immune system without overstimulating the immune system, which, as we have seen, is what vaccination does. Longevity's RVB300 or RYL500 beta-glucan are both excellent products. Beta-glucan activates both the innate and acquired immune system by binding to macrophages, a type of white blood cell that detects intruders and coordinates a full-on assault against foreigners. When activated by beta-glucan, macrophages are put on high alert and devour invaders like Pac-Man does, a process known as phagocytosis. Macrophages fortified by beta-glucan are better equipped to fight off pathogens. When the macrophages are running at full capacity, they enlist a communication system by telling the other defenders in the body to come and clean the house. When the information transmitted by the macrophages is used, these cells produce antibodies and T cells, which are the Navy SEALs of the body's natural immune system. Antibodies bind the foreigners, bringing them to the macrophages to be engulfed, and the invaders are neutralized. Allergies. Allopathic reductionist medicine reduces the issue of allergies down to one simple focus: the pollen, or the cat for that matter. There are no cures, and only the symptoms can be tamed. Billions are spent each year to manage these seasonal allergies, but think about this: if the problem is the dog or the cat, or the hay, or even the skin of the fruit, wouldn't everyone have an issue? Exactly. The typical understanding of allergies goes like this. An allergen gets into the system, and the system doesn't like it for some genetic reason, so it responds with inflammation, mucus, and other unpleasantries. Some people are just allergic to some things, and that's the way it is. But the truth is, the allergen gets into someone and triggers a reaction based on an already imbalanced body. When your system is strong, no number of allergens will disturb you. When your system is stressed and all out of whack, allergens cause problems. Seasonal allergies, asthma, and other allergy attacks are typically caused by the foods and drinks we consume. Pollen and cats, and whatever, do play a role, but allergic reactions are exacerbated by improper nutrition. In other words, we're lacking in nutrients, and we're abundant in bad foods and drinks. MDs won't tell you that your digestive system is related to the allergies, but the science backs this claim. In short, an immune system that is not experiencing homeostasis is stressed out, and the body is triggered by various environmental factors. The body needs 90 essential nutrients, and when it doesn't have them, adverse chemical reactions take place in the body because it's under attack or stressed, not primarily by dust and pollen, but by self-implosion. The lymphatic system. The lymphatic system, or sometimes called the lymphoid system, is connected to both the immune system and the circulatory system. Lymphatic vessels, nodes, and tissues carry the clear fluid called lymph throughout the body and towards the heart. Similar to blood plasma, lymph returns proteins and fluid to the bloodstream. Tonsils, the thymus gland, and your spleen are all part of the lymphatic system. In short, the lymphatic system is the drain to the body's filters that keeps us clean and healthy. If the filters are clogged, we become toxic and sick. If you're overweight, you have a clogged lymphatic system and a weak immune system. When the lymphatic system is clogged, the vessels and nodes harden. To fix it, they need to be softened. In order to be softened, the body needs nutrition and movement. The main reason we need a healthy lymphatic system is to protect us from inflammation and illness. Balancing fluids in the body is a key role with the system, as it protects from infections, bacteria, cancers, and such. Think of it as an inner drainage system. Remember the sewage system? Here we are. Dr. David Jockers explains the symptoms of lymphatic congestion: fatigue, stiffness, muscle and joint pain, bloating, holding on to water, breast swelling during your cycle, itchy and dry skin, brain fog, headaches, weight gain, swollen glands, cold hands and feet, chronic sinusitis, colds, sore throats or ear issues, skin problems, and cellulite. How to fix it? Dr. Jockers gives us 8 ways to clear the lymphatic system. 1. Deep breathing. Quote, "Remember your rib cage is a major lymphatic pump that is necessary for healthy lymphatic flow. This means that while we exercise, it is essential for your lymphatic health. Deep breathing is just as important. Deep diaphragmatic breathing allows your lungs to press into the thoracic duct, which presses fluid back into your bloodstream. Deep breathing facilitates proper lymph movement and detoxification." End quote. He goes on to explain how to do it. Quote, "To practice deep diaphragmatic breathing, breathe deeply through your nose. Hold it in for 4 counts, then exhale for 2 counts through your mouth. Gradually increase how long you hold and release your breath until you can hold 20 counts and exhale for 10 counts. Repeat this 2 to 3 times per session." 2. Optimal hydration. Quote, "Lymph is about 95% water. Hence, it is not surprising that optimal hydration is absolutely key for the proper health and functioning of your lymphatic system. Without enough water, the lymphatic fluid cannot flow properly, which can lead to lymph congestion and dehydration. Water is absolutely essential to hydrate and rehydrate your body. Adding lemon or lime to your water can expedite the process of hydration and achieving a healthy lymph flow. End quote. 3. Regular exercise and rebounding. Quote, regular exercise can increase the oxygen supply to your tissues, stimulate blood circulation, help the transportation of oxygen to your tissues and cells, and reduce toxic buildup. As a result, exercise not only facilitates a healthy immune response, but may prevent cancer by reducing the risk of a low oxygenated environment in the body where cancer may grow. End quote. He goes on, quote, rebounding is an increasingly popular low-impact exercise that involves jumping on a trampoline. Rebounding promotes the flow of lymph through your body. It can increase the drainage of fluids and the removal of toxins. End quote. 4. Dry brushing and healing baths. Quote, dry skin brushing or dry brushing is a technique that can boost circulation, lymphatic flow, and detoxification. This technique helps to remove dead skin cells and toxic waste, stimulate your sweat glands by opening your pores, improve immunity, prevent cellulite, initiate the development of new healthy skin cells, and promote lymphatic cleansing. Healing baths are soothing baths that can boost your immunity, reduce stress, lower pain levels, and help relaxation. You can make healing baths by adding essential oils, Epsom salt, sea salt, ginger, and other natural substances to your bath, all with different benefits. Essential oils such as lavender or frankincense are fantastic for relaxation, an immune boost, stress relief, anxiety, and sleep. Epsom salt baths are fantastic for detoxification, circulation, and lymph flow. Sea salt baths are amazing for inflammation, detoxification, skin hydration, and skin issues. 5. Specific herbal therapies. Dr. Jockers recommends the following herbal therapies: turkey rhubarb, sheep sorrel, slippery elm bark, astragalus root, graviola, churchuaceae, bioactive carbon, and formulated lymphatic system combination supplements. 6. Alternating showers. Quote, taking alternate showers can stimulate your lymph system and provide an array of great health benefits. Cold showers and alternate showers may improve chronic pain, give you more energy, boost your brain function, and improve your mood. End quote. 7. Massage therapy. Quote, having a massage is not only relaxing and pleasurable, but it also has been shown to improve your immune function and relieve symptoms of chronic pain and fatigue. Massage can increase the flow of the lymph fluid and blood flow to your muscles while reducing fluid buildup, preventing swelling, helping tissue repair, enhancing performance, and aiding in quick recovery. Lymphatic drainage massage is a specific form of specialized massage therapy designed to help your cells release toxic buildup, reduce lymph congestion, and help flush excess fluid within your tissues. It can lower your pain intensity as well. End quote. 8. Sauna therapy. Quote, there are over 80,000 toxic chemicals used regularly in the US and over 500 chemicals stored in the body of an average individual. Clearly, environmental toxicity is a huge concern that can lead to a clogged lymph system. Perspiration through sweating is one of your body's key mechanisms to remove toxins. While exercising is essential for sweating and cleansing, infrared sauna therapy is something you can also benefit from to improve your lymphatic function and which will benefit your overall health. End quote.